Conquerors, warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Vince Ingram. I'm a superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Yo, bling, blow, what is going on, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're not sick anymore?
No, I mean, I'm still a little congested, but I'm good.
Your voice sounds strong.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, just one of them things, man. You know how you sometimes you get that sick face, man. 50%. Well, let me stop lying, man. Probably 90% of me doing the show is my sex appeal. So I mean, you know what I mean? I gotta, the other 10% is the entertainment. So once I'm looking sick, man, that's 90% of my stuff in the crapper, man. You know what I mean? So I couldn't gamble on our show like that, man.
I
You know
hear
what I
you.
mean?
I hear you.
You feel me? You feel me?
I hear you. I mean, half of your workforce wasn't there. You know, You couldn't hire anyone.
I couldn't hire me, man. I couldn't. I ain't like I could go get another sex symbol. You know what I mean? So I just we just had to do what we
It's
had
not,
to
it's
do,
not an easy replacement. So I mean, if the CEO ain't in, the company ain't making any money that day.
man. Come on, man.
There you go. There
Mm-mm.
you go.
No, man.
Getting the rest of that up out of you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, still a little pale, but other than that, it's good.
Yeah, that was a joke, right?
Yeah,
Pale.
yeah. I'm a little light. I'm a little light skinned, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I,
Yeah.
I'm a something. I need to. Yeah, it's me. It's me. My
Right.
eyes. It's my
Right.
eyes.
I know you probably saying to yourself, "Damn, Vince is real light complected tonight." You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Apparently, man, whatever this is, man, it's been going around quite a bit.
Yeah, and I haven't caught it. My mom was coughing like crazy.
Mm,
Girlfriend was coughing like crazy.
mm,
Nope.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you mean I don't know, man. Me myself, like I work outside, so I'm in the rain,
Oh
I'm in
yeah,
the cold, I'm in the heat. So
it's
my
cold
body,
this
man,
week.
is doing a lot. And you
Did you
know,
take any days off
when?
when you were sick?
Nah,
Hmm,
nah,
figured.
nah. I ain't taking no days off, man. I put a mask on and I went, did what I had to do, man.
Yeah,
Did my job, came back medicated. Did my job, came back medicated. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You know,
I hear you.
yeah.
It's tough.
Bodine, what's up? Hey, Vosh. The lovely, how you
What is
doing?
up? What is up?
So yeah, a lot of stuff has happened though, man. A lot of stuff has happened, man. I want us to discuss, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here, bro. So what you think about the thing with Twitch? So give us a little history on Twitch. You a dancer guy. You dance.
Twitch ain't got much to do with dancing.
Twitch really
Oh,
don't, man.
the Twitch, the guy.
You thinking about the rapper, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about the streamer, the streaming platform, Twitch. It's yeah, I've been confused every time I see that headline. If they don't put Ellen's name in it, I'm like, what do they mean Twitch died? Like people are still streaming, but
Come on,
like
man.
but
Tell
it's
me this
the
is not. Are you serious right now, bro? You thought they was talking about the streaming service all this time?
no, not the whole time. No, it keeps happening where I
Where
keep
you
seeing the
you for you
headline.
see it and you be like, ain't nothing wrong with Twitch.
Yeah, and then I go,
Oh man,
oh, it's
man, you so digital, dog. You
yeah, I
so
know.
digital, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Hey, but that dude, it was crazy. So apparently, it has something to do with mental health. I didn't really get into the details of it, but that dude, he made an impact because
He
he was
was?
he made an impact
Yeah.
on some people. Because I remember him like it's like even though they showed him like a few times during the Ellen show, it's like you remember him and you. I mean, typically people like that aren't really memorable. The people they just kind of show,
Mm-hmm.
every now and then. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, it's crazy. It's kind of
I don't know what kind
crazy.
of impact he had. I don't really know him doing nothing but just being Ellen's guy who
No,
danced
but
on
I'm
Ellen.
I'm saying I'm saying like that. Like we all immediately know who we're talking about. Like that
Well, I
could
mean,
have.
yeah, that was Ellen's guy, and she let it be known that's my guy. I really believe, and I'm trying not to sound too insensitive about this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, Jimmy? What's up, man? But I just can't help it. Ellen. I mean, if you look back into slavery days, they used to bring. I just felt like Ellen liked to see him dance.
Oh well, I mean that's what they got on
Yeah.
all the late night shows.
She loves to see
I
him dance, man.
and
I
that's
mean,
not
I
a late
seen
night
her.
show, but yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
No, no, I was saying that's not a late night show, but are you familiar with man, what's his name? The I can't say the white guy because they're all white on late night shows.
Mm.
Steven,
Gobert.
yeah, Stephen Colbert. Yeah, he has black entertainers too. So I mean that's kind of like the thing. But I
That's
hear
the
what you're saying.
thing.
I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Why let's get some white folks in here dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's
Uh,
not about that though.
It's
Not right
not
now.
about that, but it just when every time I see blacks dancing like that and white
Yeah,
people hire them, man, it just don't I don't feel good about it. I just don't feel good about it.
I hear
I'm
you.
probably thinking too much into it.
Yeah,
Um,
but I hear you. I hear
but
you.
I
But
mean, and it just be I don't know, you know.
good
Uh,
evening. Happy
what's up, Jimmy?
holidays.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, he was loved, man.
Oh yeah.
And again, here they come with the mental illness thing. What was going on with Twitch, man?
What was going on with him?
He seemed like a happy guy.
I
Um,
mean, in the 5 second clips that they showed him,
right. You know, I heard through the rumor mill that he what's FXT?
FTX
FTX.
is it had something to do with cryptocurrency. I think it was an exchange that stole a
Okay.
lot of people's money, and people were
I
trying to get their
heard
money back.
he invested his life savings in FTX and lost it.
Oh
I
really?
don't know. I don't know. Um, a lot of times when you work so hard to build something, man,
Yeah.
and then you lose it all, you will lose. You can lose your mind, and then it doesn't help when your lady is on your back. Um, you got kids. Your lady steady on your back. What you gonna do? You need to fix this. I mean, you can just resort. You just go back to the old John Q movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
The John Q movie. Y'all seen the John Q movie with Denzel Washington when the little boy got sick. When the
Yeah,
little boy
and
got
he
sick,
sacrificed himself. Well, he did a lot of crazy stuff before he
but the
sacrificed.
wife told him, "You need to fix this. I don't care what you do. You need to fix this."
She did say that, didn't she?
She did say that to the point to where she was like, well, he was like, I mean, he was already grieving and trying to figure out what the hell
Yeah.
is going on. And then the wife, this is you. You need to do something about this.
And then he did all that, and wasn't she then trying to talk him out of it?
Yeah. I mean, well, the cops tried to trick her into, but yeah, basically
Okay.
she won't know what you doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he trying to fix it the only way he know how to fix it.
Yeah.
He tried to borrow money. He couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to go to the job and get insurance. He couldn't do that.
Mm-mm.
My point is that these guys are so under so much pressure, man, when they have families and stuff like that, and they build a lifestyle. You know, I'm pretty sure Ellen was paying this guy pretty decent money.
I'm
So
pretty
he
sure.
built a lifestyle based on working for Ellen. So when
Mm-hmm.
Ellen shut down, Ellen's no more. What has he done since? You got to think about that. But
Mm-hmm.
he's built this lifestyle making Ellen money.
You, so you think he put himself in a hole like that where he didn't plan for it? Cause
Man, I think it's human nature to whatever type of money that you're bringing in weekly, monthly, annually, whatever, to build your lifestyle around that, especially if it's consecutive. How long was the Ellen show on? For a while. So
oh
he
yeah,
probably thought he had a job until he didn't want a job no more. But
mm,
then when the show stopped, I'm pretty sure he still had major bills based around the money he made from Ellen.
well okay. I just found an article that said so Stephen Boss, that's his name, Twitch. Apparently, he had multiple shows, brand deals, and projects in pre-production for 2023. And apparently, he was so excited about all the projects he had coming up, and he was very involved day to day.
We all have projects that don't pan out. That don't mean a damn thing because he had some projects.
Hmm.
Until you got projects and you see money flow coming from them projects, they're
Yeah.
just hobbies that you working on. You trying to build them into a project. You feel me? So
I
for
feel you
them
on
to
that. I
say,
feel you on that.
for them to say he had several projects he was working on, that means he
Yeah.
had several different things he was trying to get off the ground. That's what
He
that
had
means.
his money in all of them. That could be
And he probably had money in
that
all
could be
of
a thing.
them. You
That
know,
could be a thing.
So I mean, we don't know, man, what the deal is, what happened. You know, and people
Yeah,
first
we don't
thing is
know.
to go toward mental illness. But when
Hmm.
you under that much pressure and you can't figure it out, and you keep trying to make something happen, and it's you steady getting yourself in a bind, it's steady not working out for you. I mean, you hearing people talk, you losing your stuff, your ladies on your back. I mean, some people can't handle it, man. They will crack, and it's not always mental illness. Sometimes you just feel like you just can't do it no more.
Hmm. They
You know what
say
I
he
mean?
left a. They say he left a note. Um, and you're right. I don't think the mental illness thing was even existent around Stephen Boss before he died. I think it was just the fact that he killed himself that people are kind of shoving that as a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Unless this is coming out from people that know him, like unless people have said that he's been struggling with something, but I'm not finding that. I'm not finding anything that says he was
He
struggling.
was struggling from something.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's not always mental illness. It's just like COVID. People, first time you cough, people run to COVID. People choose
Hmm.
COVID. You coughing? Damn, take a COVID test.
Yeah.
So the first time somebody commits suicide, oh, they suffer from mental illness. Nah, man, his ass was broke. He couldn't figure out how to get himself off the ground. A lot of times that happened. That's what happened when in with the Great Depression when folks was jumping off the Empire State Building. They had built themselves around a certain way of living, and when the stock market crashed, they couldn't figure no way out. And they don't want to face that responsibility. They don't want to face bankruptcy. They don't want to face ridicule. They don't want to face, being an ordinary person. You got to think about it. You going from working from Ellen to making Ellen money, being getting in celebrity parties, doing celebrity things, to now you may have to go get a job teaching school as a dance instructor. Real talk.
That doesn't sound so bad.
To
Money
me and
wise.
you,
Yeah. Yeah. Money wise. Yeah.
don't sound bad because I mean we hadn't been to Ellen status yet.
As fans have tried to understand, so I'm reading an article. As fans have tried to understand the motive behind his death, theories have run amok. TMZ reported that Boss's note alluded to past challenges he faced. Theories have included financial problems, but TMZ reported that the dancer was not experiencing any sort of financial hardship in the time leading up to his death, nor has anyone from his family mentioned financial issues. So apparently,
People wouldn't
some
know,
other
man. They wouldn't
past
know.
challenges.
They wouldn't know if this dude has financial issues, man. People. You know what kills me, man? Have you ever heard somebody just in your circle be talking about somebody else that y'all just a person y'all know, but he's not a friend or she's not a friend, and they may say, they got some money. Man, that dude got some money.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, she got plenty of money, man.
yeah. It's yeah. They don't know. They're just
They
saying
have
yeah.
no clue
No clue.
what type of bread these people have, man. And I think
Yeah,
that's the most idiotic crap in the world when people do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got plenty of money. Oh man, they got some money, man. Man, you don't know what these people got. You don't know what type of bills these people got. You don't know how many households they taking care of. You have no idea, man. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think it's right, or yeah, do let me ask you that. Do you think it's right that then all these celebrities and all these people are coming out to just kind of say this blanket statement like Justin Timberlake said, it's heartbreaking to hear someone who brought so much joy to a room was hurting so much behind closed doors. You just never know what someone is really going through. Like, do you think that's wrong and maybe there's something more people should be looking into, or do you think it's just as simple as financial issues?
I think that's the freaking, I almost said effing. I think that's the effing flavor of the month, man.
Yeah,
Is oh yeah, he looked. I mean, you just never know when somebody's going through,
right.
and
Because they don't know.
they
Like you
have
said,
no clue. JT had no clue what this dude is going through,
just
man.
just going off the headlines.
He's just going off of reading what everybody else is saying. You know what I mean? You just never know. You know what I'm saying, man? It's hard to be making videos one day, dancing and singing with your lady, and the next day you go kill yourself. If you dancing and singing on a Tuesday,
Hmm.
I mean, if you kill yourself on Wednesday, man, it's gonna be hard for me to be dancing and singing on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
I'm still hurt, man. I don't feel like dancing.
yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean?
Uh-uh.
So I mean, you just don't know, man. It may have been, man. This dude may have had a conversation with somebody. He may have tried to borrow money somewhere, and just felt like he was gonna get the money, and nothing more than a simple conversation. And this particular company or person or whatever said, "We're not gonna be able to do it," and he might have just been like, "That was my last resort, man. Like, I can't get this off the ground. It's probably stuck all my money in it, and that's just the way I look at it. I don't just automatically go to everybody got mental illness. When something like this happens. Not saying a lot of people don't. I'm sure a
Yeah.
lot of people do, man. But I don't think everybody has that going on. But there's other problems out there outside of that.
Oh, he was best friends with what's that dancer's name? Her son.
Cyrus.
Yeah, yeah,
Cyrus.
Cyrus. Yeah, yeah, Cyrus. Of course they were friends. Yeah, dang,
Mm.
man. Well, that's some insight right there. Did
See,
Cyrus?
people like that will know
Yeah,
the
yeah,
real what's going on.
yeah.
This that somebody that he actually called friends,
One
his
hundred
friend.
percent.
You know.
Yeah. So I wonder if if he did your son have anything to say like about it to you or
Mm.
you know? Because I mean, not to get too deep, but it's just was it really mental health, or is it just all these people like Vince said, flavor of the month, it's the lunch special, you know, uh, mental
And that's
health.
just my own
Is it?
interpretation, man. That's just me. That's Vince. I just don't think that it's always the flavor of the month. Don't and it just like I said, just because somebody cough, man, it don't mean it's COVID. Hell, he might just got something in his throat.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But right now, COVID is what's happening. So everybody's oh, he had COVID. We got a bunch of followers, man. These suckers is followers, man. Followers, bro.
Man, yeah, and I don't know, just to assume that somebody to assume that somebody so happy, so financially stable, just went to an LA hotel room and shot himself in the head. Me, I'm thinking something else. I'm thinking this is a cover up.
Cover up
That's
for
just
what?
me. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it wasn't a suicide at all. You know,
Mm.
that's just me because I'm
I
like,
mean, you could be right. Who knows?
because people are just assuming, right? They don't know. The only people that know much is the police and maybe your
Hmm.
family. You know, people are just assuming. So I'm like, it could be anything.
Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? Anyway, just but you know, condolences to his family, man, his wife and his
Yeah,
kids, man. 'Cause that,
one hundred
do
percent.
that, wife and kids and parents and people that loved him, man. So, I hate to see anybody go through this, man, and it's just too much, man. It's just too much.
I know if I was the spouse and I didn't see anything, I know I'd be very suspicious about the circumstances of his death. You know.
Yeah.
So if she's not coming out and saying anything like, yeah, he was going through something,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what she's going through, at home.
Right.
You know, I mean, she will never get that answer. Like that's just crazy. So
It is.
definitely heart goes out to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now let's say nobody really know. Um, but she'll talk to her son this week. She said it's very sad. Vashri said, I think it's very selfish of him. Yeah, if it's selfish, definitely selfish if he killed himself. If he did kill himself, it's extremely selfish. And, you know, we can easily say, you and I, Vosh and BJ can easily say it's never that bad. And to us, it is never that bad, man. But we've never um, been celebrity status, and
I run from those thoughts, man. Run far, far away from those thoughts.
oh yeah, man, that kind of stuff don't even
Mm-mm.
cross minds, man. And it's just sad, man. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it for my brother, man. I hate it.
Yeah,
Um. Anyway, we gonna move on, man. We're gonna stay on that
yeah.
too long, man. BJ, I sent you a video, man, that I thought was interesting. Apparently, this 11-year-old girl has disappeared, or not disappeared, has left, and her parents did a video, or I guess her mom and her friend did a video saying that she's with a 22-year-old man, and they headed to Texas, and will you just bring her back? Now, I want to show just a little bit of this video and
Okay.
show these two, and then I want to talk about this video, and I want to see what y'all think about this conversation and about um, these kids and what some of us as parents we have to sacrifice a lot of times. Some of the things we want to do to because you have to remember we lead by example with some of these kids, with our kids, not some of with our kids. We lead by example, and so
Mhm.
we have to show a certain way of living because a lot of times we don't. You pretty much hand your kids to predators. It's very easy for the predators to get your kids. But anyway, I sent it to you on TikTok, DJ, and it's about the little 11-year-old girl, and I just want to show a brief so y'all can see the parents.
Bring her back. We are asking you to bring her back because we're not going to stop.
That's the plea from the parents of 11-year-old Raquela Briggs, who police say was taken from her home without permission. The parents say it was a 22-year-old man Raquela met who took her. I asked, where did she meet him?
Internet, Instagram. Parents, we encourage you. Parents, check phones, check internet. You never know.
The parents say Raquela
Okay,
packed a bag and
check
left
this
home.
out. Now, I want to say this, man, and a lot of times, man, when we when we raise our kids, right, it's certain things we can't do in front of our kids, man, you know, and because what'll happen is a lot of times when other kids get wind of this stuff, hey, man, they will make it hard for your child. They'll make it hard for your child. And this is strictly just something that I'm just talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I'm talking about. And I want to know what y'all think. But a lot of times when we do certain things, because if I'm a dad and I am sleeping with or cheating on my lady, my wife, my child's mom, and other people know, or let's say I'm sleeping with my one of the other kids' mom or something, that's gonna get around.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna make it hard for my kid.
Yep.
That's gonna make it hard for my kid. So if I don't want to bring that type of ridicule to my kid, certain things I shouldn't be want to be able to do around my kid. If I'm a mom and I'm a stripper in the clubs and my kid is of age, and my kid is of age,
Mm-hmm.
her peers are going to find out because other grown-ups are going to find out because you're in a little community.
Yep.
Your neighbors and stuff like that,
Yep.
y'all going to find out. I'm
100%.
trying to make an example. So you may not be able to do that with that being privy to your kid because at the end of the day, that can affect your kid.
Right.
So the point is, I'm trying to make, if you make an uncomfortable situation for your kids, and then she's getting on the internet and she got cats, gripe getting at her on the internet. Do you know how much easier it is for them? You know what I'm saying? To do what they trying to do.
I catch your point now. I catch your
Yeah,
point. I catch
yeah.
your point. Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
Yeah.
with
For an 11-year-old girl to, let's say she did run off with a 22-year-old, for her to make that decision, sure, 11-year-olds, sure, they can make some bad decisions, but what you're saying is most likely something in the household that influenced her or pushed her to just be that influenceable, to be that easily
easily
influenced.
influenced. Yeah.
Yeah.
She would rather be with this 22-year-old guy than with her mom and her mom's friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm just listening to their plea. I'm just listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just listening to their plea. And I would want to know like what type of house, what type of home, what type of environment is the little girl in?
I mean, I'm not a saint of any kind, but I mean they got like a lot of piercings and tattoos and things, so they're and dyed hair. Like they're interesting. They're definitely, there's something interesting there.
They are, man. And to each his own. How you want to live your life, you live your life how you want to. But could y'all agree that when you do have kids, sometimes it's just certain things you got to try to keep away from them. You don't want them to see it. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
you don't want your child to see you. And again, these are just examples. You don't want your child, your 11-year-old, to see you men in and out of your house if you're a mom,
Hmm.
because she got sense enough to know these are not her uncles. So she see a bunch of men in and out of the house. You can't get mad at her when she's 13 and she ended up pregnant
Yep.
because she's only doing what she's seen you do.
Or if she's uncomfortable with that situation and this 22-year-old is grooming her and is like, hey, and he makes her feel more comfortable, so she goes and easily influenced, goes and does that. It's like all
Right.
types of reasons I see that like stem from you know whatever is going on at home.
Yeah. You basically, man, want to make the home stable for your child.
Hmm. Yep.
You want them to see stable interaction. You
Hmm.
know, you don't want to do a lot of fussing and fighting in front of your child. You
Yeah.
don't want to make the child's environment uncomfortable because
Yeah.
that predator is going to make it seem like it's Christmas every day.
100%. 100%. If they, I never thought about this, but I guess it would kind of be your goal to have your kid want to be at home, or want to
Mm-hmm.
come home,
Mm-hmm.
more than anything else. Like, not like you're scaring them about the outside world, but like it's that comfortable where it's, I've had friends like that where I'm like, hey, you want to come by my place? And they're like, nah. And I'm like, why? I'm like, I like my place. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, you're like, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Um, Natalie said, why is she using social media without the parents monitoring it? You know, and she also said something happened on the home for her to leave like that. I think is for her to leave that easy with this 22-year-old, because I don't think he stole her. I think she just went with him. What else going on at that house? She'd rather be with this 22-year-old. Like I said again, the mom, it looked like, and they called them her parents.
mm, mm.
So I'm just assuming that's a mom, because that other person wasn't a man, was it? It was two women,
No,
right?
it's two women. I don't know which one is the mom or if they're together. I don't
I
know.
would think that's the mom in the front, and
Okay.
then the darker skinned one may be just a friend.
The one that's talking more. Yeah,
Right.
because the mom you
The
would
more
assume, would be.
dominant one is probably the friend, but they're
Yeah,
calling them her parents. So that's the only reason I'm assuming that they could be a couple,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Uh, what Vasher say?
Oh, you know what? Seeing pictures of the little girl. The little girl's light skin. So yeah, I do think that's her mom in the front. Uh, Varsity said at 11. You already read this one. At
No, I
11, I
didn't.
was. Oh, okay. Maybe I read it. At 11, I was still riding my bike and making mud pies. LOL. Events, you're right. Can't do any and everything in front of your kids. Stop letting the kids be at the table with grown folks.
Exactly.
Natalie said, I think so too, Vince. She wanted to go.
Yeah. You just man, I just my point is just you just gotta be you have to lead by example when you're a parent, man. You just have to.
So is that 22-year-old missing?
Apparently so. They feel like, and whomever this 22-year-old, they know him because they call
Hmm.
his first name and his last name.
Oh, well.
I mean, yeah, so they know him,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm saying. So he just probably offered her to go, and she probably said yeah, and she just jumped in the car with him. Cause like I said, 9 times out of 10, I'd rather be with you than stay here with them.
Man, that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. Parents say child left with the men. Hopefully that's not the case. If it is the case, hopefully she returns home soon, safely. Hopefully the home is a place where she can be safe. Don't know.
Yeah.
Um, I know that she's probably more. I don't know. I would hope she's more safe at home than with the 22-year-old. I can't say I know she is.
Right.
I would hope that being with a stranger is not more safe or comfortable than being at home.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I definitely want my kid home, man.
Yeah.
So I'd make it hard for the predators. That's all I'm saying. It'd be
Mm-hmm.
hard for them jokers to get my kid. They be clamoring for no matter what. I mean, kids understand, man. Kids know structure. They understand discipline, and then they understand mistreatment.
Yeah.
You can you can discipline, and then you can mistreat, and it's two different things. And trust me, most of the time it'll just be it'll never be mistreatment, and as long as it's discipline and whatever,
Let me
they'll
ask
be
you
okay.
this real quick. You probably knew of some that ran away from home when you were younger, huh? No.
Not really, man. My era didn't really do that, man. We might just went outside for a minute. You know
Oh,
what I mean? But
dang.
we my mom now. I'm running away. Nah, not really, man. I mean, we just ran to grandma house,
Yeah,
and then she sit your ass back. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
After she gave you some dinner, you may went out there to eat, and then you came back.
yeah.
So that
Well,
didn't really jump off till maybe
any
2000.
any story I've heard of a kid running away, or even like I had my sister ran away when I was younger. Like it's because they are unhappy. It's because they are unhappy. Now I wasn't in any kind of like abusive or like crazy strict household or anything. It's just she didn't agree with my parents, so um, but she didn't get far.
She was unhappy and she was undisciplined.
Undisciplined, but that's I mean unhappy. Like they whatever they
She just got mad for the day
exactly.
and decided I'm gonna run away.
Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
she
I mean,
anger,
yeah,
anger.
yeah, just
So,
pissed off for the day. Um,
but either
I'm
way,
trying
it's
to
like it's not because everything's good here. I'm just gonna go because that looks cool. It's typically like something negative.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think, man. I don't know anybody where I'm from that actually call themselves running away. Seems like it is somebody I just can't recall who had the audacity to say they running away, man. 70s parents, they was on a whole different type thing, man. Yeah, okay. Well, all right, cool. Go ahead. They'll call your bluff, man. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm running away. You know what I mean? Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Even if I played that card, I know one time I got because I'm product of uh, you know so my dad and mom wasn't together, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, there was times where I was pissed, and I was like, I'm gonna go live with my daddy, and you know, I might have made it to the door, and I rethought that shit. I just
Yeah.
didn't. Wait a minute, hold up. I go down
Where
here on the weekend, and that shit ain't that live. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna stop tripping with myself. It ain't
yeah,
that live on the
yeah,
weekend. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Did you start thinking about what you gonna eat, where you gonna sleep, all that, or
Man, I
what?
started thinking about all that, man. Like, damn, I got my own room here.
Yeah.
Dude he really don't rock with me, like that. So you think about it, man, and you typically, you come down and then next thing you know, you go on in the kitchen and get you a glass of juice or something. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, that's just one of them things, man. Then my grandma, she wasn't having it because, I left her back in the day. So she was like, once you left me, that's a wrap. Cause I had to get over you leaving me. But now you can't come back here unless you
Yeah.
just visiting. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't too many places, man. Back there we could go. If nobody want to have. Where you gonna go? Nowadays, man, you got kids that run away and just be homeless, bro. That's a whole different animal, man. You
Yeah, you're
see
right.
young kids now that will run away from another city. I don't see too many black kids. I see white kids that will run away and just I'm gonna just live on the street.
Yeah.
Damn. Like you said earlier about the suicide never crossing your mind. Man, I never thought about living on the street. I don't care how early I had to go to bed.
I will say, when I was younger, I would always like try and calculate how much, you know, certain things would like make money. Like I was calculate like certain things, and I went all the way down to like being homeless and like begging, and I was like, I would think I was like, so how much could I make an hour? But I would never actually think about like sleeping under highways and not brushing your
Yeah.
teeth, having a loyal ass pet dog. Like no,
Nah, none of that, man. None of that. I don't want them problems.
yeah,
Shit, I ain't begging. I'm too proud to beg. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Big Bro said, great combo, guys. Good to see. Always good to see Big Bro, man.
appreciate it.
Vicky said she may have wanted to go, but this 22-year-old man had no business ranking on
Or taking.
taking on an 11-year-old girl anywhere without permission.
Yep.
Totally.
Hmm.
No matter what's wrong going on at home, call CPS 911.
Yep. Way too young.
Mm-hmm. The lover said most of my brothers and friends ran away to their house.
That wasn't running away.
Nah, that's just going on young boy. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So prayers for her, 11-year-old.
Right.
Because you know when people get irrational when they think they're in trouble or they have no way out. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just if she's with them, just bring her back safely. Don't.
Right. Exactly. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, her parents want her. They doing a live plea. So
Yeah.
she may be already back, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hopefully, everything work out
You know
for
where my mind goes, and I hate that my mind went here.
her.
You remember that story of the man? It was a girlfriend and boyfriend, and the son was the girlfriend's son, and then just had the boyfriend living with them, and they were all on the news talking about, oh, he's missing and blah blah blah,
Mm,
and it turned out that his body was like behind a dumpster of like a McDonald's or something, and like
mm.
the boyfriend had like killed the son, and like they were covering it up.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that
You
one.
don't remember that? That was a big one. That was a big one. Yeah. And
Mm.
they got interviews of them like in front of their house because the news crew kept coming out because they were like, man, this couple is suspicious. And
Right.
like, yeah, that was like recent.
Mm. Well, yeah, hopefully, we pray to God this don't what happen to this baby.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, they call this guy's name, so obviously
Yeah.
they putting him in it. So
Yeah.
it will take him to come back and say she ain't with me. You know.
See if that develops. You know what I didn't do? I didn't even look it up. We just watched the TikTok thing. Didn't even see if there was like an update to it.
Mm-hmm. She may be,
Oh, parents of missing 11-year-old arrested for failure to report child's disappearance.
they arrested.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a different 11-year-old. God dang. Okay, never mind. Completely different 11-year-old, but this family didn't report her disappearance.
Oh yeah, that's something else going on there.
Yeah, let's slide to the left.
Biggie
Take it
said it
back
has to
now,
be
John.
pretty bad if you rather sleep under a bridge than at home in your warm bed. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The lover said we would feed them through the window. Oh my goodness. Or let them sleep in the closet.
Oh, feed them through the window. What
Man,
were they?
I don't know.
The kids just just
I
being
don't know.
kids, feeding them through the window.
Feed them through the window. That sounds like some animals at the safari park. I let them sleep in the closet.
Vince, wasn't it okay? Let me know if you had the same childhood experience, but there's a certain age where opening your bedroom window was like really cool. It was like a cool thing to do. Cause you
Mm,
might even think about crawling out the bedroom window. It's just like when you get your first responsibility of a window and you
mm.
open it. You didn't have that childhood experience.
No,
Windows weren't like
no. I mean, I mean, it's mosquitoes where I lived at, man. So I
Oh,
wasn't trying to get bit by no mosquitoes. Number one. Number
yeah,
two, I'm pretty sure the air was on. You know, I had that type of mama, man. She came in, caught your window up, and the air was on. It was hell to pay.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I know damn well this window ain't up and this air is on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no,
It's almost like I can just remember the excitement though, of opening my first
open the
window,
window.
and
Right.
like I'm like, I can get out. I can, I was, old enough where I could remove the screen from the window, and just
Right.
no, okay, yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm not crowding out windows, man. I've been sizey forever.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah, yeah.
I ain't trying to be climbing in out the window. You know, you know what I mean. So I mean, yeah. I never did the sneaking in, the sneaking out,
Well, I mean, even if you don't sneak in, sneak out, just the fact of going through the
going
window
out the
versus
window.
going through the door, yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, I
what
never.
about one more thing? What about the water hose? You didn't have like a childhood experience with water hose, where
I
it's like,
mean, yeah, when I was able to have my first car and wash my car, I guess I'm missing where you going. I mean, what the hell else can you do with a water hose? Drink
you,
out of it?
I mean, yeah, when you're like, I don't know, 8, you turn on the water hose for the first time and you playing with it and drink from it. Yeah, all that.
But I mean, see, with us, man, that's normal. We drunk out the water hose on a
Uh,
regular. I
oh,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, just
Oh,
when we was strong enough to turn the knob. Yeah, 8. That might have been 3 or 4.
yeah, nah, we weren't supposed to drink from the water hose. So I guess it
Yeah.
was fun for us because
No, we got plenty of hydration from the water hose, man. Yeah. But I mean, we was outside the majority of the time. I mean,
yeah,
from probably 10 in the morning, 9:30, 10 in the morning, just depending on summertime or the winter, we was outside, especially in the summertime. We outside getting it, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
so, yeah, we wasn't going in the house getting no water, man. You probably was the type of cat who you ran in the house and your mom had Sunny D for you and stuff, huh?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. And you get a cup of water from the refrigerator, yeah,
Hell no.
and you go back out. I got memories of just it was such a good feeling. You hot summer day, bicycle, and you would all ride to the nearest friend's house. And you would love it if they had the refrigerator water because it would just seem like it tasted better.
No, man, we ain't had him. We ain't had that. We ain't
You
have
had
bottled
sunshine.
water. We
Oh,
didn't have bottled water.
oh, we
We
didn't we didn't have bottled water, but we were drinking either from some houses with a faucet, but most houses was little
with the
refrigerator.
little spout.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You crazy, man. Uh the lady said my brothers ran away and we lived in a large apartment complex. So they would break into an empty apartment and that's where everybody would spend the night. Hmm.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. What the heck? So they really ran away.
They really ran away. Yeah. Yeah.
So they would break into an empty apartment in the same complex and spend the night there.
So they went around the corner.
That's bold. That's
Mm-hmm.
bold. Yeah, yeah, I can see. Country life sure is different from city life.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, speaking of kids, man, can you pull up this story about little Romeo? I seen a video the other day with Master P
Yeah.
coming in responding to, I guess little Romeo was saying that he felt like Master P did more for other people than they did for them. Now, all we know about that family is what we see on TV, right? Or what we see on the internet and stuff like that. It looked like to me, Romeo been in movies, doing music since he was a little bitty boy, right?
Oh yeah.
As long as I can remember, he's been doing this type of stuff. And, Wasn't Master P responsible for that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he didn't
So
land his own deals.
right. And so now, from my understanding, he's coming out saying his daddy should have did more for him.
Father versus son. Dang. Well, let's see here. Let's see what we got.
What we got, man? Because I mean, what we got?
Little Romeo claims he's broke and all his money was used to pay his dad's taxes. Wow.
Hmm.
Um, on Sunday, Romeo, who now goes by his government name, Romeo Miller, hit up Instagram. Hasn't he always gone by his government name? Hit up
Yeah.
Instagram with a post regarding his mental health. In it, he called out his father, Master P, for a lot of things, but one of the things is apparently his financial situation. Wow. Um, apparently, he placed the blame on his dad, and he said, let's see what he said. Skip, 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 skip. Oh, he released the whole poem. Oh, whoa,
Mm.
dang. Let me show you what this looks like. I wonder what he was trying to get at by releasing this poem. Because I wouldn't have expected him to do that. But I mean, he's little Romeo, I guess. Maybe that's on brand.
Oh wow.
You see this?
What is? Oh man.
He even signed it at the bottom.
And so pretty much what you're saying is the tree of trauma.
The Tree of Trauma. Let's just see a little bit of what he said in this poem. It's just a different way of expression. I guess I shouldn't laugh. It's just different, especially if it's a good poem. We're not gonna read the whole thing.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Dear Giants, why do you want to be patted on the back so badly for doing good when, as God fearing men and women, we're supposed to do that? Why do you feel the need to promote and hold a product on every interview just to validate your worth? Don't the people see that? Let's see. How, if I really speak my truth, my family legacy will crumble? That's like telling a boxer he has no right to rumble. Imagine telling a butterfly she has no right to fly. Then that butterfly has died before she has even died. Why is it that I'm soaring and my siblings are not? Probably because our father didn't give them the same time on the clock. Chase the money or chase the family. You can't do both because now you are gambling. Okay. Let's see. What else does he got in here? I write this because although I didn't live the life that may have been painted in the scenes, I do understand, compared to most, that me and my father has lived the American dream. But what about the ones behind us that was never seen? Just look between the lines of day and night, no matter what you preach. That is how you save a life. I've tried and tried behind the walls that hide. But maybe social media is the only way to open up this giant's eyes. So he wrote a poem to his dad, I guess,
Mm.
about his,
I guess Peter Giant.
I guess so.
You know, man.
What do you think about that? Before we get find Master P's response, what do you think about that?
You know, I know for a fact, man. I would never want that type of life, bro. I would never want that Master P type of life.
What's that? What type of
And
life?
what I mean is, man, that fame, that being in the spotlight, that you know, when he talks about taking care of the whole family and that type of pressure, man.
Yeah,
Because when these people build themselves up like this, see what happened is, they have to keep this up. That's the hard part.
yeah, Yeah.
When you get to a certain level of success and you bring people with you, man, that's what they expect. And so when it starts to dwindle and then people then start going against you, then you want to get, in your feelings, and they not with you when you're down, and they not this. Well, all they know is when you up.
Hmm.
I mean, and you don't allow these people to come up with you and to build their lives to a certain based off of your money. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
So to me, man, it ain't always these people, like Little Romeo, man, there's two sides to that, I believe. I feel anyway. P's supposed to do what he's supposed to do to set his kids up the best way he can. But you can't do too much to where they don't do nothing but depend on you. Then it becomes your fault. You know what I'm saying? You can overdo it, and then when it becomes your fault, and then you won't take your hands off of them, then y'all pissed off at each other because they don't want you to take your hands off of them, and you don't want to keep holding on to them. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
And and it ends up like this. It ends up like little Romeo saying, "My dad did this and did that,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm in the situation. That's why I'm broke now." You
Huh.
know, but up until all these years, he been coming out with commercials and all this, talking about how his dad set him up, how he's such a great businessman, how he learned so much from his dad
Yeah.
by watching him. And I
Yeah.
mean,
That
I've
was
seen him.
just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of them. But now all of a sudden, I'm broke because my dad used my money to pay his taxes. Which one is it?
Which one is it?
Right. So, man, it's just when
Hmm.
you dealing with that type of money, man, and Master P done built his reputation up where, Master P's so smart. Master P is, I mean, he may be, but I definitely don't think he playing with type of money he used to play with. So now it's harder for him to keep people happy, keep, as many people happy,
Right.
you know. So
Yeah.
now it goes to, I can't live for these people. I got to, people, now it's going to the criticizing and stuff like that.
Yeah. And maybe a little too much hand holding.
Yeah.
I would think Master P, being the guy he was and how he came up, and then raising Romeo in that, I would think that he was the connector, the network connection between Romeo and all these, opportunities.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
did Romeo learn how to make those connections himself? You know,
I don't think Romeo made the same connections. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't think Romeo is that talented. And that's probably what hurt Romeo.
yeah.
I can't tell you no Romeo record. Can you?
No.
No.
Um.
I mean, I can't pull up any song of Lil Romeo's and be like this. I can do that with Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. For
JD
sure.
had some of the stuff that he did was popping,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Romeo's not so much. I think he was a better little actor than he was rap artist.
What's interesting is, like, you see little Bow Wow and what he's done, and today, music wise, I mean, that might as well be out the window. But he's,
Mm.
like, acting wise and other opportunities, is still there. And I see, like, these other artists and other people, they got opportunities. I don't really see Romeo too much, but I don't see why he couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Him being who he is, we all know who he is. If we
Yeah.
if we knew he was in a movie, a lot of us would go see it and tell the rest of us if it was good or not. you know,
Right.
you know.
Right.
I so. I don't know about that whole being broke thing. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna feel for him, especially in this day and age where everybody, down to everybody, including like little Boosie, who has been in prison for the longest amount of time, came out and was like, "If you're broke today, something's wrong with you." Like he said that. He's
Right.
just kind of acclimated to it. Like he's been in prison this whole time. Came out
Hmm.
and learned, this whole social media and all this and everything.
Well, that's my point. Lil Boosie didn't have Master P holding his hand.
That hey,
So Lil Boosie didn't have no choice but to either get it, learn how to do it, or get back in them streets.
yeah,
And he didn't want them streets no more, so he had to teach himself how to do it.
yeah,
Romeo has, I think has been given a lot. I think he's been given even his acting deals. I don't know how much of it he got on his own.
maybe too
Like Biggie
much.
said, he's a good actor, and he's not bad. He's a nice little B list. I've seen him do some pretty good um, little movies or whatever. He's not
Yeah,
bad at all. Now he's not, he ain't Jamie Foxx. He's not Will Smith. He's not none of them guys. But
right,
I think he's good enough to make a living doing it. Now why he's not, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But like I said, with Master P and some of these other guys who get to that point to where, they put these thought, be taking care of all these different people. I think that they need to take a page out of people's book like Shaq,
Oh yeah, Shaq.
LeBron James, them type of guys. They
Mhm.
had buddies and stuff too they put on,
Yeah,
but they made all their stuff clear from the beginning. They set them all up in a certain, like Shaq. Shaq tells his story. He gave all his close buddies $1 million a piece to start a business. And he let them know, I'm gonna give you $1 million to start your business. If it don't work, I don't hear nothing. Don't come back and see me. That's it.
yeah, a million. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
He gave them all $1 million to
yeah.
start their business, do whatever they do. LeBron did the same thing with his guys,
Hmm.
and all of his little circle kind of doing their own thing in their own way. Now they all not multi-millionaires, but they doing decent for themselves. And you
Yeah.
can't ask for no more than that.
No, no.
And that's what Master P should, even with his son.
Mm.
Get your son out there, show him what you do, have him sit beside you, learning or whatever, and
Yeah.
then you take your hands off of him, let him do his thing.
In a way, when I see Bow Wow and I see him, make moves and talk and do interviews, he seems very educated. He seems well trained.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the ways of networking, communicating.
Right.
I don't know if Romeo is the same way. I mean, when I see him type things, I see him misspelling stuff. I mean, his poem is kind of awful. Uh,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something there of Bow Wow just knowing how to do things and Romeo not. I don't know. You know?
And you may be true. And it may be true. I mean, like I said, he's just not that talented. I mean, that whole to me, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to love Master P back in the day,
Hmm.
but he had a couple of songs that I really liked. Just a couple. Let me say, no, no, no,
Nah,
no. I
nah.
mean, that's pretty much it. Other than that, the movies was garbage.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. The
acting was
acting,
horrible.
awful. It was.
I
Oh
mean,
gosh.
but
Yeah.
he did well because he did it his way, and
Yeah,
you
of
got to
course.
respect that. He was an independent guy, and he made it big like that. Um, so business wise, he did. He ended up doing real well business
Yeah,
wise, which was cool,
yeah.
which was really really good. But other than that, I didn't see a lot of talent in that group.
No.
Then
Mm-mm.
you go to Jermaine and Bow Wow and them guys. I mean, like I said, there was some
Yeah,
talent there.
yeah.
Them guys was talented, man. So um, I think that's then to me, Bow Wow's been around more people, did more things than Romeo. I think outside Romeo's dad, but still at the end of the day, it's kind of like 50 Cent and his son. You know, you can't blame your dad, man. Get out there and get it, man. You still just rock on your name. You may have to do some things you feel like beneath you, but you work your way up. You know what I mean? Uh,
Master P, Master P.
Love it says it's like the dad who always gives you money when he comes around, but then when you want money every time you see him, he has a problem. I had this experience.
Hmm.
Uh, Nat say now his net worth as of August 2022 is 5 million. So if that is what you call broke,
Maybe he ought to sell some stuff if that's his net worth, but not his bank account.
and that's probably what it is. He probably has $5 million worth of assets, um, but then he probably owes. See, a lot of times you can have 5 million in the bank, but if you owe 25 million, you broke.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I wouldn't
Yeah,
be surprised, kind of like what I was saying earlier, man. These guys build a lifestyle around a certain amount of money.
yeah, right,
And they
exactly.
definitely overexert themselves. And when
Yeah,
that happens, that can be catastrophic to a lot of people, man.
yeah. Vicky
They
said,
transfer their money.
My understanding is that Romeo isn't broke because of Romeo. He was helping Master P with taxes and lifestyle. What has Master P done lately?
You're right. I mean,
Uh-huh.
if that's true, nobody, none of that crew has done anything. Master P does a lot of going around doing videos. That's it that he don't get paid for, and he got them snacks.
I see Master P as the type of dude that probably, he's always hustled and he's got businesses that he's always gonna keep himself up, keep himself afloat. Like that type of dude. He's always gonna have some money coming in from things that we may not see. Don't know if his kids would have picked that up though, right?
Right. I don't even know how many kids he got outside Romeo. To be honest.
Oh yeah, there's a handful of them.
Okay.
You don't remember that TV series
Not really. I
oh,
vaguely, since you said it, but it didn't last long, right?
nah, it didn't. It
Mm-hmm.
didn't. And I don't
So
know if those were all his actual kids, but I think that was at least the number of kids. I think he got like four or more.
right, and I mean, like you say, he's always hustling, man.
Yeah.
P is still. I mean, he's doing the noodles. I see the video where he's doing noodles. You know the the Master P noodles and stuff, and um, of course they do the chips. And Boosie said Master P turned him on to them. You know, doing the chips. You know, the chips that they sell in the hood.
Oh, hold up. I got a bit more information before we twist off of this. So apparently, this thing between Romeo and his dad is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and apparently Romeo has been trying to talk to him in real life, but his dad doesn't talk, or he deflects or whatever. So he is pushing it on social media, and that's where he's putting all this. And his dad is actually responding post to post, so they're going back and forth in the public eye,
Mm-hmm.
post post for post. And so one thing that Romeo said, he
Now let me
clapping
ask you
back.
something before you read.
Oh,
Do
oh,
they get paid for that?
nope.
Like if they get so many likes or okay, go ahead.
100% no. They're doing
Okay.
this on Instagram. Unless there's a brand deal, like a sponsored product, and someone is paying them to post it, nah,
Mm-hmm.
they're not getting paid. So apparently, after this poem, Master P responded saying social media is not the place for healing. And Romeo said, "This was my last straw, Pops. Stop trying to play the victim. I loved you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 plus years. You know we've talked behind closed doors. You aren't the man who you paint to be. And why is it war because I refuse to follow your lead? You only want to protect your image, but the image isn't even real." Sounds a little hurt, a little spoiled at the same time. Um,
Sounds hurt.
yeah. Uh, and when the world finds out about the finances outside of a gift or a car, I've never been paid for anything I've accomplished as little Romeo. You only pay outsiders rightfully, so they'll speak good on your name. I'm at peace because I can now speak my truth and help others. Mom was always right. Your pride is everything.
Damn.
Cutting deep, cutting deep. Then he talked about he set up Romeo was the one to set up the family meeting after his sister's death. Um, and he tried talking to his dad countless times. He kept deflecting. He said, social media is the only way you communicate. Now you want to talk. Anything to protect that image, huh? And Master P was saying he's heartbroken by his son's claims. Um, he's heartbroken that this feud appears to have started over money. He said, I get it. I'm just an ATM for this family. This should not be on social media.
I agree,
This is
man.
hurt.
I agree.
He feels like an ATM. Romeo feels like he's been cheated. Oh, man. Master P said, I thought this was about DJ Twitch and about my daughter's death. This is heartbreaking. You just exposed that this is really about money. I watched other celebrities go through this. I'm not playing into this anymore. God knows the truth. I'm at peace. I worked hard to get my family out the ghetto. Oh, he's going in. This is Master P saying this.
Mm.
He said, I worked hard to get my family out the ghetto. Every time I fell off, got up and went to work. I didn't blame anyone for my failures. Calling his son spoiled, he said, you started this social media rant. So what's your plan besides showing the world you're entitled, spoiled at 30 and up, and throwing a tantrum on social media? I never claimed to be perfect. I'm not afraid to admit I'm still growing as a man and a parent. Everybody deals with death in different ways. I get it. I'm just an ATM for this family. I don't care about an image. The bloggers can have their lives this week. I'm going to keep working, keep praying, and letting God guide me. Mental illness is real. Damn, they should not have done this on social media.
Yeah. It's
That's
sad,
hurt.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. 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 Social media, man.
Mm.
Social media. That's why I said, man, I would never want to have them guys' lives, man. Never want to have their life. Mm-mm.
Damn.
That's sad, man. Father and son.
Yeah. Yeah, that's deep, and they got more stuff. They just kept going back and forth. That's really deep. He got his dad all the way to the point of talking about like where he came from and how it, and how he feels. Like, I mean, for me to see that, I know there's pain because older dudes, fathers and stuff, they don't typically just go sharing like how they feel. They might just tell you, like, hey, you're out of line, let's talk or something,
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah. But to just kind of participate in that and
Yeah.
and to feel like you got to defend yourself. Yeah, he was or not defend himself, but to like
Mm-hmm.
came up from the ghetto, this and that, and he's responding to his son like this, like it's
Yeah.
pain. I don't know if people understand what you and I are understanding right now, man. So this is
Yeah.
pain.
It is,
This is
man.
serious pain.
It is. That's sleepless nights right there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not eating because you thinking about this. You know what I mean? And whichever one is genuine is the one that's hurting the most, because they can't believe it.
And neither one can stop responding to each other because it's like you can't ignore them. You love them,
Mm-hmm.
and you see and you respond, and you see another one and you respond. It's like, man,
Right.
it's just call.
And
Someone
it's
just
sad
call.
nobody. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm finna say nobody has stepped in the family that's seen this and been like, "Hey, man, y'all need to chill with that."
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure somebody's made a call and said, "Look, man, y'all
I
need to
hope.
freeze with that."
I hope.
But I guess it probably nobody in their circle that's significant enough, betwixt the two of them, that can shut that down. You know what I mean?
if they, if they rock like that, if their family's even tight anymore, if they got people around them that feel like they
Yeah,
can, like,
right,
dang, who knows?
right, exactly.
Because I
Well,
would have
anyway,
thought, yeah. Anyways,
yeah,
yeah, that's too deep. That's their whole thing. Please take it off the internet. Please
yeah.
call each other and figure that out.
Figure
Cause
that out, man. Y'all get right. Look here, man. Me and BJ gonna get up out of here. We appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for joining in, chatting with us tonight. Yeah,
hey,
we
we
really appreciate it.
so you said we have merchandise on that TikTok account, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so we got merchandise there. I haven't seen that. I gotta go get the link for that. We got multiple things going on. We also got merchandise if you go to front7rush.com. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to front7rush.com, we got some winter gear right now. Let me actually, as a matter of fact, let me real quick pull this up. Um, yeah. So we got leggings, we got the sweats, we got the mask, but we got some winter gear. We got some sweatshirts, we got some hoodies. This hoodie
Mm-hmm.
looks very nice.
Right on.
We got another hoodie here with a different style on there, different logo. Um, and when summer comes back around, we got what you want. We got the men's exercise shorts.
Mm-hmm.
We got t-shirts. We got for the women. We got the racerback tank top. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we even got a duffel bag here. Go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about fitness. All about fitness here. Long
Right on.
sleeve shirt, sweat it out, sweat it out. So
Yeah.
so just go ahead, check that out, front7rush.com. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Go ahead and tackle that like button too. We talked about a lot of good stuff today. And Romeo, if you see this, or Master P, if you see this,
Mm-hmm.
please call.
Yeah.
Please don't go call me, and I'll bridge the gap.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
not even for free, just because I support black families.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we gotta go.
Thank y'all so much. Natalie, I've been taking it, sis. I've been taking it. I've been taking it. Appreciate it. But I'm gonna take something again, man. Still fighting with it, but hey, it's better than it was. Better than
Take
it
some
was.
Theraflu.
Been taking that too, man. I'm so full
Oh,
of Theraflu. And yeah, man.
man.
Been taking Theraflu, onion water.
Yeah, you went back with that
Everything,
one.
man, everything anybody's been suggesting, I've been taking, trying to get this out of me, man. So
I hear you.
y'all just pray for me, and I'm gonna keep popping. You can best believe that. Until Wednesday, peace.